Hi, Atika.
Hi, Deja.
And thank you for coming. Welcome to Talking with Deja Blaise.
Thank you for having me.
So, I've known you for a little bit now. We did really get to know each other more so when I would visit in LA. But I want to know a little bit more about how you started in this industry and what your career has been like. But from the beginning. From the beginning. So, where did you grow up?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Best born and raised.
Yeah.
And I actually went to high school for health professions.
Oh, nice.
Which was interesting because both my parents are paramedics.
Oh,
so
cool.
I did that. But it wasn't my thing. So I kind of got into like drama club in there a little bit, but it wasn't something that I was so like focused on. It was just a hobby. And then I went to college and I went to Cheyney University, the first HBCU. I went to Cheyney and one of my mentors now, she's a theater arts teacher at the time. She was just talking about like, doing something that you're passionate about, something that you love. And I was really interested in the mind. I was studying psychology at the time, which I think is obviously hand in hand with acting, so it's very interesting. Yeah. But, I was like, I don't know if that's something I want to do in the long haul, you know? So I took the shot and said, all right, theater arts is my major. I finished at Cheyney, got a degree in theater arts. Nice. And then I came back to New York and I went to AMDA, the American Musical Dramatic Academy, a conservatory for acting in New York and out here in LA, but I did the 2-year conservatory there. And then when I was done, I just really went into the world of auditioning. Right. As soon as I got out, like a month later, I booked like this national campaign thing for Lucy Roberts. It was just like a kind of a thing where I was getting blessings after blessings, which I was really, grateful for. I had a friend back home, Nicolette Ellis, one of my friends. She's really working hard back home, but we both were like stressed out trying to figure out what are we gonna do, how are we gonna get into this industry. And she wrote a film, Stiletto Dreams, that you can check out on Vimeo. But she wrote that to help us showcase our talents. So that was like my first film. I was a lead, you know what I mean? It was a great experience. And then from there, I kept meeting other people and started working on other projects, web series.
And this is all in New York?
This is all in New York, Off-Broadway theater, etc. But, I'm from New York, and when you're from a place, I guess you get kind of complacent or comfortable. And I felt really comfortable. I feel like I wasn't challenging myself enough. I wanted more. I know, like, theater's great, but I attained to be on television, and that's something I really, really wanted. So I took the leap to move to Los Angeles, August 2016. So about a year's I've been here. And I came out here, I didn't have any representation. I've, like I said, never been on really television. The campaign that we did for Lucia Roberts really never made it to TV, which was weird. It would just be in front of the West 4th location, like on the television. I saw myself lifting weights with times. But that's it. So I never really got a chance to be on television or anything like that. So I came out here and I was really focused. I'm like, I'm in LA, I don't really have family necessarily out here, so I knew that I have to be focused. This is something that I have no choice right now.
You gotta work.
So I came out here, I was blessed enough to get a manager, and then I got an agent, and then I booked my first television. Television role, Insecure, did a co-star there.
You plug it a little bit.
And then I did a commercial out here. Recently I'm in a commercial. So it's just kind of been like a blessings. I think I'm in the right place. There's a lot of opportunities here.
And so what did you find, so I'm guessing coming to LA helped your career progress a little bit more, but what did you find was the difference? Because I know you probably had to acclimate to a new environment, so was that a challenge for you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when I first came out here, I was sleeping on a couch, like paying $350, living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 people.
Wow.
And then after that, I kind of like moved all around LA. I started out in North Hollywood, then I was downtown LA, then I was Santa Clarita, like, you know what I mean? All in 1 year. Like, I just moved into my apartment, which I'm comfortable now, in June. And this is the longest. From June to now, I've been there, haven't moved, no problems. You know what I mean? But it has been like one of those journeys, like, dang, this is hard.
It's a hustle.
It's a hustle.
Yeah.
And I think being from New York, that's just...
It's a mentality. Yeah. So did you find that, what's the difference between here and New York in terms of the learning experience? Because there's a lot of work in New York as well.
Of course.
But what did you find coming out here that what was the difference? Because I know there's a theater community out there, because you're focusing on film and television. Aside from theater, what did you find was the biggest difference that you noticed?
I mean, for me, because I'm from New York, definitely a sense of community. Like, I had a lot of friends in the industry. We, supported one another. We still do from afar, but it's very different.
Yeah.
Coming out here, it's lonely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know anybody, you connect, but everyone lives in different parts of this town. It's so huge, you know what I mean? If you live in North Hollywood, that's your crew, but you got people that live downtown LA, you probably won't see them for a whole year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. So I think that's what I miss, or that's the difference, is what you asked. There's the community, you have to find it, and I'm starting to find that now within this year, having good close people around me and people that you can trust, but you still have to pick through that because it's just the industry that we're in, Yeah.
And did you find, because I know a lot of people have mentioned that out here it seems like almost everyone's working somewhere in the entertainment industry, whereas in New York everyone has their own thing happening, or even the pro of that is maybe learning the business side a little better here because there are a lot more opportunities to figure things out. Did you find that you're learning more about the business side?
Definitely. Kind of like I mentioned, like in New York, I was really complacent.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So coming out here, I knew about the industry, but I feel like I didn't really study the business. It is a business. I didn't really dive into it, you know what I mean? And then when I came out here, a lot of the things that I had learned in conservatory or as an undergrad or whatever, I kind of had to gather those things, also learn new things, go to different workshops. I was in classes like crazy when I first got out here, just meeting people, going to different places. What can I learn from you? What can you tell me? And then also getting representation changes your game, changes where you're at in the field, and your opportunities. So I had to obviously, work on myself as not only a creative, but like, what do you know about this business? What do you need to be doing? You need to be sending postcards. You need to be reaching out to certain people. You know what I mean? Networking, all of that. Especially out in this town, LA. It's all about who you know. So,
so you have to provide some guidance.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So then with this, I guess, new community that you're in, and now you have representation. What was the first gig that you booked? I guess that you felt like, oh wow, okay, this is happening.
This is happening. So kind of, I know I mentioned Insecure. I get to that. So that was literally my first booking, like television. Like, oh snap, I'm gonna be on TV. That's cool. You know what I mean? But when I came out here, like I mentioned, I came to focus on television. So I was trying to move away from theater. I booked like 2 theater productions right when as soon as I came out here. I think I came out in August. My first play was in November. You know what I mean? So, and then I did another one in March. It was like, oh snap, okay.
What were the productions?
I did A Time to Kill. It was like the Los Angeles premiere at Theater 68 in North Hollywood. And then I also did God's Waiting Room. It was a play at the Matrix Theater in West Hollywood. So it was cool. I actually, met a little bit of the theater community there. It exists somewhere.
It's small, but it's here.
Very small, but it's cool. You know what I mean? But those were my first 2 bookings, and then I got with my manager in December, and I got with my agents, I think, in like July, and or somewhere around that time. But either way, I booked Insecure, and that was like.
So tell us from the beginning, what was the audition
process? Okay.
And then once you booked it, what was it like when you got on set?
Okay.
Walk us through it a little bit.
So I started out by doing a casting director workshop with one of the casting associates for the show. And I feel like I've been manifesting Insecure for a really long time. Like, I love Issa Rae. Been following her since like Awkward Black Girl. People used to be like, you kind of remind me, whatever. I don't care, but I've been like manifesting that. So it's really weird because a lot of people, when they started, they were like, you said you were. I was like, oh, I did. Okay, cool. But I went to the class, and to be honest, it was really weird because I had a really busy work week. You know what I mean? I wasn't prepared enough for the associate, like the workshop. So I'm back there, like, I'm kind of fake learning my lines in the back. Everybody's going, I'm like, all right, whatever. I know technique. I got this. And I go up there, and I surprise myself, and I do really well. And the casting associate was pleased, and I did really well. I was like, okay. Then we had a second week of that class. We did comedy and drama. So the next week, I prepared that time. I was ready. Whatever. So I could tell that he liked me. From there, I got a call. I had my agents at this time. I got a call for actually a co-star in episode 4. And it was like a scene. Issa is like in the kissing grind, and the girl's like, "Oh, your table sucks anyway," something like that. I auditioned for that, but I felt like, I was like, whatever, cool, I did it. And I was just blessed to be on Sony's lot. I was like, this is awesome. And I was like, if I never come back here again, thank you. So whatever, I didn't hear from them because I knew the dates had passed. I was like, I didn't get it. Then I got another breakdown. It said Insecure again. I was like, okay, God, what is going on? And the funny thing is, I was like, I'm going to be Insecure no matter what. I did, I booked background. the same episode that I wanted to do the co-star with background. I was supposed to be like a part of the picnic scene with Molly's family or something.
Yeah.
But the same date that I was supposed to film that, I had the audition for the co-star. That let them know, I can't, whatever.
Right.
I go in, I do the thing again, the associate's there, he's really, like, we have a nice rapport. Exactly. We're cool. We don't see each other like 3 times now, like, he knows me.
Yeah.
We're friends. So he kind of helped me, like, in the audition. I never auditioned for television. I'm a theater actor, obviously I'm big, so he helped me. He kind of, like, told me some things, and, I took the direction, and whatever, I let it go.
Yeah.
And then my agent tells me that I book it. I'm like, what? Me? Shocked.
Oh my God.
But I was so like, wow, this is happening. You know what I mean? I felt like all the crap that I went through before, you know what I mean, with the movie, it led up to this moment. So boom, whatever, I booked, and I knew the date. I went on there at the set. We had call time like 1 o'clock, so it was like a real chill thing. So I get there, and all the background actors are around, so we're there, and then I find the AD, and they're like, oh, Atika Greene, whatever. Like,
yes.
My name. But it's like, let me show you to your trailer.
Yeah.
A trailer. This is my first trailer. I almost lost my mind. And I was on a social media fast, so I was like, all right, I'm keeping this to myself. I'm good. Because nobody really knew about it, except for my friends, close friends. So I go inside the trailer. I'm like, wow, this is it. This is happening. My costume's there, blah, blah, blah. They call me for lunch, like whatever.
Yeah.
Then we finally get to where we're about to film. Sit, hurry up and wait. That's our job. So we're sitting there. And I meet Jay Ellis as soon as I'm walking off of the van.
Oh, yeah.
He's so nice. He's super nice. Yeah, so then I was like, hey, whatever. He introduced himself as if I didn't know who he was.
Right.
Like, oh, nice to meet you. And then he didn't know that we were doing the scene together.
Yeah.
And, he was just a really cool person overall. I like that when I see, the stars you see on television, they're actually really
they're
chill.
chill.
And they're chilling, and I like that about him. Issa wasn't there, unfortunately. I didn't get to meet her that day.
Yeah. Soon come.
But I mean, we met actually a few times. Say that's during another time. But it was just cool. Like, it was just kind of we went in there, and they're like, they said Atika, I said my name, whoever the character is, and then they said line up. We did a couple of rehearsals, and then they did a few angles, and that was really it.
Yeah.
The food was good. The people were nice. Call me back again.
Right. And I know you were doing like a social media campaign.
Oh, my friends are so crazy. Like, I really appreciate them because they support me when I feel like I can't support myself.
Yeah.
My friends are like, you can do like a contest. People gonna help. I was like, right. That's so true. And my friend was like, yeah, bring Juror 9 back, right? I was trying, I did get I got some people I think in the show to like it at least, So they see me.
Yeah, because I really did appreciate that. I was like, yes.
Right? Trying.
Yes. Because the thing is, you see so many times people are booking or getting opportunities through social media. Just by putting themselves out there and making the request. Or, because sometimes a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if you don't ask, maybe you won't get anything. But if you do, what's the worst thing that happen? Right? So I was so happy. I was like, yes, baby. Yes.
Look, I tried me and my friends create all these storylines too. I was like, I could be the neighbor, you know what I mean? And just like see Issa, she always going to neighbor babe. Or I could be the coworker because they need another black coworker in there that I could be the girl like, oh, this girl, real militant, you know what I mean? In lieu of the character, Juror 9. All right, but anyway, we had a whole storyline and everything. But that's one thing that I will say about just my whole journey to Los Angeles. It's really encouraging to see how many people really support and believe in me. And like, it comes out really weird because it makes me uncomfortable, but it's like in a good way. You know what I mean? I know when I was moving here, I forgot to mention this, but I did like a GoFundMe campaign. Okay. And I was able to raise about $1,250.
Nice.
And I didn't have much. You know what I mean? I was sleeping on someone's couch, so that
people supported the work that you were looking to do.
It was crazy. And all the messages like, we can't wait to see you on television. We're so proud of you. And these sometimes people that I really know or people that I don't really know that may just be watching me. And that meant a lot. So like those people, I really didn't forget y'all. You think I'm joking, but I have like a list of y'all. And when I may have some type of ends, I'm gonna there was something y'all. I don't know what it is, it's something. But I know I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. You know, I know that without that money, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because everyone's working and struggling. You gotta get on your feet once you get here.
And my friend said people only invest in things they believe in.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Something.
That's beautiful. So, okay, so you're working now. Now, I guess that would be your greatest success that's happened thus far. Because I know you also worked in another theater production, right?
Yes, I did a tour. This was like a few weeks ago with this show called Heritage. They have a East Coast cast and a West Coast cast, and it's like a choreo poem, an ensemble play. If you remember, like for Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide, When the Rainbow Was Enough, that kind of flow. But it's about Black women and their hair, the different struggles we go through, or the different hair issues that we may have. It's very interesting, and the way she put it, like the way it's written, and all the music and the dancing. It was a really fun show to work on. But yeah, I would say Insecure is definitely a highlight. And right now, I'm in a commercial right now with Seattle Seahawks, Richard Sherman. So that's pretty cool too. Like everyone has been seeing it. And like, oh, I see you.
So it's good, like publicity for you.
It's great, I just want more. Yeah, I'm just hungry, so it feels good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And it doesn't have to be specifically acting related, but just you in the world as a human being.
In the world as a human being, I would definitely love to be an inspiration. If someone could look at me and say, wow, because Atika Greene followed her dreams no matter what, I'm going to do it as well. And I would definitely want to, especially like for the younger generation, I feel like they do need those type of leaders, someone they can look up to and, relate to, and someone who kind of understands their plight and what they're going through. So if in whatever way I can be like an advocate for youth, or I just aspire to inspire, because I know for me, I wouldn't be where I am without my family or my friends who inspire me all the time to keep going or push me. So if I could be that person that I want to be accessible, like even whatever layer career I get to, I want to be accessible. I want people to feel like I can reach out, and because so many people are so closed off in the industry, and I understand you have to be discerning. But at the end of the day, we all need somebody to help us out in some kind of way, and it hurts. Exactly, it hurts when it feels like, all right, there's no room at the table for me, but I know there is. It's enough table for everybody.
Exactly.
But in 5 years, I definitely want to be like Emmy nominated, Emmy winner. So, you know what I mean? I want to be in that caliber. I would love to, a goal of mine is to be on a series regular on a television show. So a household name like, Viola Davis.
Viola, yes. You're a family member.
But my family, you know what? That's so crazy. We are family members. And I'm not even, it's crazy when I found out one of my family members told me that, and I was like, wow, it's distant,
Right, but it's
there. You see, it's real, But I appreciate her story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what she's been through just in her life, and then to see where she, is now is very inspirational.
It really is.
It's a great time for women of color in the industry, and I'm excited to be like in it now. Yes. In the industry and actually making my strides, making moves.
Right. Well, thank you so much, because your story, along with so many other people, has been so inspirational, from moving to New York to LA and getting acclimated and kind of getting yourself positioned where you're booking things and you're working and you're meeting people and you're networking and you're getting stuff done. You're working as an actor.
Yeah. Right.
And so that is going to be so inspiring to so many other people who are inspired to go into this industry but don't really know if it's like a viable career, because it seems so high in the sky. But at the same time, people like you show us that it is possible. And so thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for coming out, talking with Deja Blaise. Now, if people want to contact you or follow you, what would be the best means? Like, how can they see what's happening with you?
You can follow me. You can follow me on Instagram. That's usually where all my things are. At Atika, Atika. Greene, Greene, and that's everywhere. Atika Greene, just like that.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Atika.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.